Hello fashion designers, welcome again to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be teaching you on how to draft this Bubu dress with a bow tie at the neckline in front of this dress. So as you can see, I have patches from other fabric and I'm going to be using that patches. So as the video commences, I'm going to be showing you how to measure out your length of the bow tie and the tie itself. So this is my fabric. I'm using 2 yards or 2.5 yards is enough. So I folded it first and I'm going to be folding it again, just like the way you're seeing me do now. And after I was done, I'm going to go ahead and cut out the excess. Now this helps that my fabric is stable. So we have one folded part and one part that has opening. Alright, so this fold helps me to cut both the back and the front. So as you can see, I'm going to be drafting the neck, marking down the neck width of my neck, which is 3.5. Then from that center front, I'm going to be marking my shoulder to sleeve. So the shoulder to sleeve, I'll mark down 18, but at the end of the day I'm going to be using the 19 because of folding allowance. All right, is that clear? So next I'll be going ahead now to from my shoulder, and I'm going to be marking the neck length of 1.5. Now this 1.5 is for the back. So if you already noticed that the inspiration of this dress, we have both the back and the front as v-neck. So you can decide to use a round neck or you can decide to use your v-neck. So I'll go ahead and alter this neckline. Alright, so from that my starting point, I'm going to be marking down 7 inches. If you want to go deeper in length, you can go deeper. So I'm marking out 7 inches and I'm going to use my ruler to connect to meet up with the neck with v-neck in line. And this is my v-shaped neck. All right, so like I said, the inspiration has v-neck behind and v-neck in front. All right, so I'm done with that neckline. I'm going ahead to the sleeve area and I'm going to be coming down by 1 inch. You can come down by ½ inch if you don't have enough material. All right, then connect it to meet up with your neckline and you have a slanted shoulder. All right, so next thing is, if you place your tape on the shoulder line of this dress and mark out your shoulder to bust. So shoulder to bust for this particular dress is 12.5. all right, then the next one you're going to be marking is your shoulder to waist. So the shoulder to waist for this particular dress is 19 inches. So you're going to be pulling it up. You put your tape to mark out your gown length. Now I'm going to be exhausting everything in this particular fabric. So the entire fabric is about 44. Then from that my waistline, I'm going to be marking my hip line, which is 10 inches, and that is that. So on my bust measurement or my bust line, I'm going to be marking my bust measurement divided by 4, and I'm going to be adding, say, 3 inches for allowance. Remember that this dress is not a fitted dress, it's a Bubu dress, and my bust measurement and my hip measurements are the same thing. So whatever I have on my bust measurement, that's what I'm going to be marking all the way and adding the same seam allowance. So I will have a straight line like this. So go ahead and impute your own accurate body measurement. All right, now if you're ready to wear vendor, this video is for you. You would want to watch. So on that part where my bust line is, all right, I'm going to be coming in by ½ inch. All right, or first of all, let's just blend in. Just blend in like this. The way I'm blending, just a slight blend in on that sleeve opening area, on that sleeve area. All right, so I wanted that sleeve area, that sleeve opening, to have a kind of shape, so I went in by 1 inch. That's what I was trying to say in the beginning. So, and I'm going to be slanting it in like this. You can leave yours like that, like without doing this technique that you just see me do or watch me do. You can leave yours like that. So now we're going to be doing an inbuilt pocket, a cut together pocket. So from your waistline, and your hip line, that is the line you're going to be using. So just go ahead and draw a curve around it that looks like a pocket. Now you don't need to stress yourself about this. Go ahead and draw anything that looks like a pocket for you, that suits you. So this is what I'm doing here. All right, so this is where your pocket is. This is called inbuilt pocket. All right, okay, so we're going to go ahead now to cut out. So I'm cutting out both the v-neck for both the back and the front. Now if you don't want yours to have v-neck for both the back and the front, you cut the first neck, that's the 1.5 inch, your round neck first, then remove the up away, like up of the dress away, then cut out the front neck. All right, but if you're going to be using both necks, you can cut them together. Now this is all the dress. This is what the cutting looks like. This is a v-neck for both the back and the front. All right, this is quite easy. So now we're going ahead now to cut our facing. In this case, you can use your bias, you can also use your facing. All right, so this is what the dress looks like. I'm going to be folding it back again to cut out my facing, and my facing is going to make this cloth very neat. All right, so I'm going to be folding this fabric like this on fold, and I'm going to be placing my main fabric on it like this, just the neck region. All right, and making sure that everything is accurate. You bring them close like this and go ahead and cut out. So depending on the width you want or wideness, you can work on it. So this is the facing for the front, and when I place it like this, it fits very well. So go ahead and sew on it half an inch with your hemming gum. You know, hemming gum has a way of giving the neckline a good fit or a good look. All right, so now for the both side, I want to take the actual measurement for the entire neck line for the front. All right, so I have 19. I remember that I'm going to be joining the shoulder, so you can fall back to 18. All right, so I'm going to be taking the actual length for this gown. So we have 45. Remember, I'm going to be folding and joining, so let's say 44 or 43 after joining. All right, now the length of this particular bow tie should be the actual 43 or 44. All right, from the inspiration is the bow tie stopped at the length of the gown. So what I have here is 2 pieces and it's about 44. All right, so when I join them together like this, sew on one end. When I'm done, I'll fold them together to form my tie, to form the band. All right, so I'll sew on one end like this and go ahead and sew on the other edge, then leave the other end open, then bring it out. Hope you understood that. So next now is I am going to, this is a pieces from a dress. I've already cut out what the bow tie will look like. So when I open it up like this is what I have. So the entire length for this particular dress, this particular bow tie, is about 34. Okay, you know when you fold it, it will fall back to 17. All right, so it is not unfold here. So when you fold it, it falls back to 17. All right, so the length is different from the width. So this is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using, this is 25. I use the longest part. All right, I use the longest part, and when I'm done, I'm going to fold it in a way, I'm just trying to test it out and see if it's okay. So as you can see, it's okay, but it has a little bit of excess that I'm going to be cutting out. So when we're done, you know, when I want to tie it to the bow tie, we're actually going to fold it like this. All right, so this is how it forms. Then you pin it on that and you pin it on this, and this is what it should look like. So we're working 24 and we're working with the length 17. So sew the edges and leave an opening. I'll see you in the next tutorial.